So let's talk about this little piece of wood here. Or is it wood at all? What might this be? And what in the world would we do with it? This is a piece of root of a vine that grows native here in Costa Rica. It's a Smilax plant, Smilax cordifolia or something like that. I'm not good with Latin names, but Cocolmeca. This is a piece of Cocolmeca that I purchased. I don't think I'm going to be growing any anytime soon because it can take up to 40 years for it to form this kind of root at the base of it. If you will look at the Smilax plant, it's a vine. It's a very hardy vine. It's got very distinct leaves. And then at the bottom is this little pile of stuff that starts to develop after several decades. I'm not going to bother planting any because, in 40 years when it's mature, I'm probably going to be well past any curative or, especially prophylactic use of this plant. But anyway, what do you do with this root? Well, you boil it for one thing, and it turns the water this nice reddish color. I have had it boiled it up and drank the cups of tea. But more recently, I've been adding it into the tea that I make out of the camino tree, the star apple tree. It also has like a reddish base to it, and put together, it just makes it more rich and dark. And this doesn't really have a taste, so it doesn't affect the taste of the camino tea very much, but it provides a lot of health benefits. Cocolmeca is a very indigenous medicinal plant in Central America, and its use is well accepted here, and it's been studied scientifically enough to prove that the claims are true about it. It's very rich in iron. It has been used, natively and traditionally to treat anemia, and it's effective because it's iron rich. But it does a lot of other things too. It has properties that reduce inflammation, which is what I like it for. It reduces, inflammation in joints and things like I have with rheumatoid arthritis, and it's pretty effective. And I like, I like what it does. It also increases the secretion of uric acid, through the kidneys and bladder, which reduces it from the bloodstream. It pulls uric acid out of the bloodstream. Uric acid, if you look into that, and you know that it can cause muscle pain and some problems, it's just not good to have it floating around in the system. So this sort of purges your body of uric acid as well. It reduces cholesterol in the blood. You get messages, sorry. It's actually that message right there is from the local expert in natural medicine. And I didn't get this from him, but I'm going to be doing some other videos in the future about natural medicines that he's got me on to try to deal with my lupus and rheumatoid arthritis. And I don't know if you can tell by looking. I don't know if I'm that far into it yet, but man, I'm telling you what, it makes a heck of a difference in how I feel. I'm not having flare-ups, and I'm not having the physical stuff, signs and things from these autoimmune diseases that I was having. So it's kind of early to tell. It's kind of early to jump on and say, hey, this is fixing everything, but I feel better. This is also, Cocolmeca can also be used to treat gout, and it's excellent for skin conditions. You will see that psoriasis will clear up, and some eczema and some skin conditions. I think it probably just works on the immune system all the way around, but it creates kind of a diaphoresis. It helps you flush things out. It reduces water retention, and it does that through the kidneys and through sweating, and it pushes things out through the pores in the skin and kind of purifies. And this is facts. You can look it up. Cocolmeca. It's spelled Cocomeca or Cuclmeca. You kind of have to, a lot of the hits are going to be in Spanish, so you kind of have to say Cocolmeca English. But look it up and see if maybe it might be worth trying. I think you can purchase it online. I'm going to have to buy mine from local vendors because I'm not waiting 40 years to grow my own. Ciao.